folks, Weatherman Sam, man in a big green hat. I'm out here at my favorite place, Bankhead National Forest, off trail looking for some waterfalls and, well, whatever else we just happened to come across today. Just a good day to be in the woods. Let's go see what we can find. Been hiking down this dry draw just a little ways and suddenly here's water coming out of the spring. It almost looks like it's coming out of the base of that tree, but a little bit of a slide there. Don't think we can call that one a waterfall though. The water has gone on the ground for a while, but here it's come back out again. And we have our first little waterfall of the day. Cool. Well, there's no gas can laying against the tree over there. You have this waterfall in this weird depression here. Little piece of tin there, and there's a bucket. And I just noticed this. This was an old moonshine still side. Cool. These are always fun to find in the woods. Lion's mane fungi. They have such an odd feel to them, to me. Little slug there too. So unusual. This little draw just kind of comes and goes with the water. This turns super sandy. It's very interesting to me. Most of the landscape here is pines. Although we do have our first hemlock mixing in now, which is a good sign for what I want to find. And I can see a change down here coming up as well. The vegetation that looks like mountain laurel. Reached the junction of these two little feeder streams. I'd originally planned on starting at the one over here on the right, but I'm glad I sort of missed my pull-up, so I never would have seen that waterfall or that moonshine still. Makes you wonder what's up that one though, doesn't it? Shows a few scattered hemlocks. Moving down into a beautiful area here. Old mountain laurels again. And a few more scattered hemlocks. They seem to be increasing in number though. Lots of little springs joining right here. The waves, it's going to go in everywhere. Really interesting. Found a hole. About to enter the hemlock zone. We're here in Bankhead National Forest. The magic starts to happen. It's not open landscape. Nothing but deciduous trees. to an area of mystery. Now you can see what I mean by the hemlock zone. We're in the winter here, and there's nothing but a sea of green around me. At least here down in the draw. Hey, this is what I like to see. Another good bet, good gamble paying it off. Ooh. Waterfall number 2, and that's a nice one. Yeah, let's get down there. And it's only about 6 or 7 feet tall, maybe. Little wash of a shelter here. This is very promising. You can almost see the little falls right there in the distance. Come down this little draw. It kind of splits and disappears a bit to the main part of the creek. It joins right there. Ooh, I can already see bluff shelters up there on the far left, on the other side of the creek. But for now, we're gonna go upstream just to here. You see if there's not something just at the head of the canyon here. Wonderful little cascade here in the bend of the creek. Now if that's not a nice swimming hole. Wow. We can get here in the summer. Here's our next little turn off to the left here. Find a way back across. See what's up that. And it's a small one. 3 or 4 feet high. This is waterfall number 3 on the day. Kind of a long slide from up top there. But I doubt there's anything significant above this. Lovely little cascades along the creek here. Nice shelters as well. A little cascading waterfall. Now there's waterfall number 4. The hemlocks extend up a little bit further. This is the main dropping off point. Water here is too deep to cross. Kind of up above a lot of little cascades now. Land seems to be leveling out a bit. Big beautiful bends up through here. Another little side stream. It doesn't look too terribly promising, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Made a home in that old tree stump. So let's see what we find up here. It was quickly leveling out as I anticipated. So we're left with this little waterfall here, if we can call this one a waterfall. Helped a bit by that tree root. A smaller little cascade on down. High up on the banks now. Nice little section of running water. Still meandering through all those hemlocks, trying to find the top edge of this canyon before I head down south, or downstream I should say. Well, the hemlocks are starting to thin out. So this may be about as far as I go up it. There was some hint of a waterfall on topo map. And that little cascade there may be all that we get. Too much further you get on the private land. I have no interest in that. Also don't have permission, so another nice blue hole. Man, that'd be a great place to swim. Kind of stumbled down the hill over there and didn't hear this guy. We're gonna go with this one as waterfall number 5. And I think this is the tallest that we've seen today. 8 or 9 feet tall, anyway. Interesting, it kind of has 3 channels to it. Better look at this other thing. That may just be a spring coming out of the hillsides right there. That's what that is. Wow. It's pretty cool. This is yet another curious case. Waterfall number 5. Stream disappears. Dry, dry, dry. Just big sandy blowout area. Here it comes. Right before the creek again. Very interesting. Little cascades coming from that way. Beautiful blue-green pool here. And on and on and on. Beautiful little cascade here. These dark green boulders. It's that dark, but look how vibrant that moss is. We're going around a bend, but I think we're also going to come up into a little bit of a draw here. There's waterfall number 6. Another little guy, about 4 feet tall. What's funny is that on the topo map, this spot and the previous one, that was about 3 times the size, looks exactly the same. You never know what you're going to find. Coming off my first substantial rock shelter find of the day. Wow, yeah, there's been a tremendous amount of digging here and looting. Usually see little flint shards and things lying around. There's nothing here. Here on the other side, this little stream should lead up to waterfall number 7. We hope. Waterfall number 7, hidden around this little bend, it seems. I swear I spooked something. I saw the top of what I'm pretty sure was the tail end of a deer. Interesting little cascade. I'm not sure what that was, but something was shuffling leaves. Just a couple of steps and then it stopped, whatever it was. A bit startling considering how few people I've ever encountered in the woods off trail. And most of the animals I encounter are pig. But usually not like that. A nice little bend in the creek. I swear this section of forest has as many blue holes as it does waterfalls. And I'm not sure the blue holes aren't more impressive. This again would be a pretty good little place to swim. It seems a little more impressive than 7. A good bit of water and a good bit of rock in the creek. And the topo map is a little more conducive looking, I suppose, for finding a falls. Just gonna have to go check it out. There's a little spring that joins in to the main creek here. Still flowing real well. Lots of neat little boulders and things around. Keep hoping to come across another moonshine still. There's still time yet. Here's waterfall number 8. Like this one. Big old fire ring here, the first that I've seen of any fire ring the entire trip. A little double cascade. It's wonderful. Give you a look downstream. It undercuts this rock all the way down that way. Leads to this interesting little hump of land here off to the right. Back on the main creek here, the rain's turned pretty rocky. You can see all the extra light in the canopy. The range of hemlocks has shrunk quite a bit. So that's all the deciduous pine plantations up there on the ridge. The hemlocks are almost completely confined to the riparian zone here now. Still lots of beautiful little cascades along. Let's see. Coming to a nice wide area here. Lots of sedges growing up higher on the hillside. And then down here the hemlocks filter in. If we can get across to it, there looks like there's a dry waterfall over there at least. There's no way to get across without getting pretty wet. Still enjoying all the little cascades down the main part of the creek. Well, the lush hemlocks they're getting to fade out here. Kind of the end of the little zone of them along this creek. It's all becoming deciduous hardwood again. One last stream drainage. Let's check out. Curious to see what's up there. Went through an area with a lot of blowdowns all the way up that hillside. Well, we're at the next drainage here. It's the way out. Bit of an old road bed here. Or it has the feel of it anyway. Just standing enjoying the gurgling up the creek. I'll admit it's almost kind of weird wandering through a landscape with no greenery. I haven't been in the hemlocks most of the day. The change back to this is different, but it always is. Over there a slide of some kind. I like the little pool below it. Well, I guess this is a good enough send off. Well, not quite the waterfall of the previous drainage. You got two nice little sliding cascades here. Little intermittent streams joining together. I love the way that one just kind of pools in on itself behind that rock and then drops up at the side. There's a huge old beech tree here. Found a number of them with carvings today. It's been nice to see. Thanks for coming along on this little adventure, folks. Hope you enjoyed all the sights and sounds and the 9 waterfalls that we found. It may not be the biggest, but they were still awesome in my book. Till next time, keep it flowing and stay wild.